You are bleeding. Not the kind you fix with a band-aid and a kiss from mom. The kind that makes puddles on the floor. The kind that turns your vision into a tunnel and makes your legs feel like useless suggestions. There is a hole in you that wasn't there 10 minutes ago. And the nearest hospital? It's either rubble occupied by people who'd rather shoot you again than save you, or it's 300 miles away through hostile territory. No ambulance is coming. No surgeon in scrubs. No morphine drip. Just you, a bathroom cabinet, and the very real possibility that you are about to become fertilizer. But here's the thing about bullet holes. They are surprisingly democratic. It doesn't matter if you're a prepper, a scavenger, or just a lucky guy. The human body leaks the same way. And if you know what you're doing, you might just plug that leak long enough to see tomorrow. No worries. We're doing field medicine apocalypse style. Priority number 1. Stop the bleeding before you become a statistic. Find the cleanest cloth-like object within arm's reach. A t-shirt, a towel, a curtain, a sock if that's all you've got. Fold it into a thick pad and press it directly onto the wound like you're trying to smother a small fire, because that is basically what you're doing. Smothering a hemorrhage before it turns you into a deflated meat balloon. Hold it there hard. Don't peek. Don't lift it to check if it's still bleeding. Of course it's still bleeding. You have a hole in you. If the cloth soaks through, don't remove it. Add another layer on top. Removing it tears off the clot you're desperately trying to form and sends you back to square one. But if the bleeding is arterial, pulsing, bright red, spraying like a busted radiator hose, pressure isn't enough. You need a tourniquet fast. Find something 2 inches wide. A belt, a strip of denim, a dog leash. Do not use a shoelace or a wire. Those slice through tissue like a cheese cutter, and you will lose that limb for sure. Wrap it a few inches above the wound, between the hole and the heart. Tie it tight. Then find a stick, a pen, a screwdriver, anything rigid, and twist it like you're winding a clock. Tighter, tighter until the bleeding stops. It is going to hurt like hell. That is how you know it's working. Mark the time. You've got maybe 2 hours before the tissue starts dying. After that, you're choosing between bleeding out and amputation. Fun times. Assuming you aren't dead yet, congrats. Now it's time to stop sepsis from finishing what the bullet started. You need to irrigate the wound. Flush out the dirt, fabric, and whatever else hitched a ride into your body. Boil water if you can. No stove. Use bottled water. No bottled water? Tap water is better than nothing, even if it tastes like rust and regret. Pour it directly into the wound in a steady stream. You are trying to wash out debris, not baptize it. And if you have liquor, save it for later. It stings like hell, and you'll need it more for the psychological damage. Next, because holes don't magically close themselves, you need to pack it. Find sterile gauze, or the cleanest fabric strip you can rip. Start at the deepest part of the wound. Gently but firmly push the gauze in. Don't just cram it in a lump. Layer it. Think of it like stuffing a tiny, horrifying turkey. The goal is to fill the entire cavity to apply internal pressure. Aim for firm, but forgiving, like a mediocre handshake. Then tape it shut. Now comes the line between life and death, antibiotics. Infection is the silent killer. The bullet might miss your heart, but bacteria doesn't care about your luck. If you have antibiotics, take them. Don't skip a dose because you feel fine. Feeling fine is a lie your body tells you right before it shuts down. No antibiotics? Don't panic. Find honey. Real honey. Smear it on the wound. It sounds medieval, but it's backed by science and desperation. Or crushed garlic. You'll smell like an Italian restaurant, but you might just stave off a fatal infection. It's all about trade-offs. Finally, watch for shock. Your body is a drama queen, and shock is how it overreacts. Pale skin, racing pulse, confusion. If you are checking yourself for symptoms and realize you are confused, that is a very bad sign. Lie down. Elevate your legs. Get warm. Sip water. Why does all of this work? Because your body is already trying to save you. You are just buying it time. If you survive the first hour, your odds double. Survive the first day, and you might actually make it. And that brings us to the punchline. No hospital. No doctor. Just you, some makeshift supplies, and the stubborn refusal to die on a dirty floor. But look at you. The wound is packed. The bleeding has stopped. You are still breathing. In this world, that is a win. If the pain fades and the fever never comes, congratulations. You did it. If the wound turns red and starts to smell like death, well, at least you tried. And out here, trying is worth something. Now get up. You've got a bullet to dig out later, or a grave to avoid. Either way, you aren't done yet.